button. Oh, and also put on some Kingdom Hearts music. It's awkward without the music. Bam. Yeah, it looks like VG readied up, and we are ready to go, chat. Who will be joining Jared Weekstrike in the finals tomorrow? We'll know within the next few hours. Where do you think proofs will hide this time? I'm always convinced, I've told y'all multiple times so far, I'm always convinced on hard logic they're either in a 100-acre wood or on a dry form, level 7 specifically. And we're going to have to fight a bunch of super bosses to gain access to those various things. But starting off here, yep, they've pretty much everybody in this tourney has stuck to a pretty standard opening route. Going to Pride Lands first. No one dipping into like 100-acre wood for 3 or anything. Both getting to start with scan and a form boost. That's fun. Not seeing any Flare Force or Fantasia in that opening bit. Scan, form boost. Ooh, Zach almost put on no experience there for a second. Caught himself like, wait, what was that? And getting to start with guard and finishing leap. So much cool stuff there.
Ooh, finishing plus on the Fatal Crest as well. That's really good to have early. Super nice.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of these seeds where I've had to play the whole thing without a finishing plus, and finishing plus is just, I mean, you know, Matt, just changes the dynamic of so many combat sequences throughout the entire game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, it literally just unlocks all the Roxas loops. It unlocks action loop on Xigbar. Like, it literally just opens up the game so much when it comes to like strategies and like combat. It's so good.
I want to give a shout out to whoever realized you could hold up left and get this RC on these two idiots. We are so far 10 for 10 on first tries, and I feel like even good players, like sometimes these idiots would just kill you, but now it's much more consistent. Getting a dodge roll there, our first piece of movement. Like to see a little something early on, a glide, a dodge roll, a quick run. Shoot, even an aerial dodge feels better than nothing. High jump, you're like, okay.
Yeah, and going back to like everyone's like clearing the living bones, right? Donald, shout outs to Donald and Goofy for always like hitting, like unlocking the other guy.
Yep.
Doing their jobs, being absolute legends for us today, this weekend. Really solid.
Picking up a number of Keyblades. We've brought this up multiple times, but in the hard logic, the Keyblades are considered common checks. Therefore, in this early part of the seed, almost always you're going to find a good 12 to 15 Keyblades very early on. So you usually have a good pick to pull from for, some sort of a solid Keyblade. Like Met brought up, Fatal Crest right here, rocking the finishing plus. Did you happen to notice like where its stats okay or anything?
I think it has, I think it had one high stat at least.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe 5+. I think it was like 6 on a strength maybe. I can't remember too much.
Yeah. Your standards obviously aren't super high. You're much more looking kind of just at those abilities early on in the game. It's like Zach actually pausing real quick. Let me see if he's saying something in the race room or not.
Oh, VG crashed.
Oh, VG crashed.
Yeah, I remember that used to be a thing where like you left Pride Rock and you'd insta crash.
Okay, it looks like they are deciding to just, looks like they're communicating with each other exactly how they want to handle it.
Yeah.
Man, this has been a rough, okay, VG back in, he's moving.
Yeah, we've got the autosave. It's good, it's good. Let's hope it's not consistent.
Oh, this is with the autosave mod. Yo, Paul.
Yeah.
Before somehow the autosave is what caused that.
Let's hope it's not a consistent Pride Lands crash.
Yeah. Yeah, that is obviously a lot of checks back there that he would be locked out of. Alright, well, they're continuing for now. We're going to cross our fingers that we don't see another crash right here. Zach picking up another Oathkeeper. Mega Elixir is good for late game bosses for sure. And finding our first important check of the day, finding Baby Fire for Zach. Hopefully, VG will be picking that up soon as well.
Yeah, fire's nice to get early. It's not like the best magic you can get, like for sure, but it's better than a cure. It's better than a cure.
It's
We
definitely
take a
better than a
fire
cure.
over. We will always take a fire over a cure for sure.
Gives some minor, like it potentially opens up. I always feel like Port Royal feels a little bit better with doing like the town fight. Potentially
Yeah,
if you wanted to do like LOD missions, if you knew something about that early on. But yeah, it's definitely not as powerful as like a Blizzard or a Thunder where you're like, okay, let me potentially like push like a Port Royal or something. Getting Glide right there on Zach's side.
yeah. Glide early, always really nice to have. That's why we do the Trilands opener, right? Mainly for movement because we get
Right.
so many checks here. It's just always like, and when you find movement here, it's like, ah, yes, the play, of course.
Yeah. Because that automatically, even if you're just running around opening chests in all the other worlds, that automatically speeds that up. You like to see combat stuff, but the combat stuff is not necessarily the highest priority right now. You just want to see a little bit. They got a dodge roll, they got a glide, they got a little bit to work with. Zach,
Yeah.
first person I think I've seen in the tourney who likes to push Agrabah second. I think he's the only one of the 8.
Yeah. Well, personally, I don't like the Agrabah opening like straight after Pride because of when you have to break the stall in the bazaar, right?
Yeah.
If you don't really have that great of a tool, like but they have fire, right? So they can do it this time. Usually I just like stay away from it entirely because I can't break it, and also there's a chance you can get a 4-mana light and dark beforehand in the other shotguns, right? And Agrabah has the best final forcing spot with light and dark.
Yeah, I hadn't seen it in so long. I think just because I always do Agrabah second pretty consistently. And I saw that, I went, oh, that is an amazing light and darkness position. So, yeah, Zach going through Agrabah, VG, meanwhile, going to Disney Castle. And at the end of the day, chat, for the most part, you're going to do all your shotguns. It's just kind of everyone has their own preference of like where they're going. VG picking up Combo Master right there. That'll have a really good synergy with the finishing leap that they got to start with. This is definitely something I need to start doing in my runs. Utilizing this save point warp right here. Even with a little bit of movement, still faster just to save warp right there.
Yeah, you definitely save time. I don't think you save that much time if you have movement on as your option.
But it's a time save.
Yeah, it's definitely a time save for sure. Oh, Zach's spawning the fat bandit to get the chest open naturally. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I like the bailout right there.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely not worth taking a death there. It's so bad.
Ooh, a little bit of a library here. Report 5 and Report 7 telling you collectively that Disney Castle is a 2 and Twilight Town is a 4. Both there in the bazaar.
Yeah, Zach also picking up a quick run, so Roxas is now technically beatable, which is always good to have in the back pocket if you feel like forced into a corner or you're a bit desperate for checks, sort of thing.
Ooh, some absolutely massive hints on the other side for VG. He just learned that Simulated Twilight Town is a 3, and The World That Never Was is a 7. With that quick run that Zach just got, in combination with that report once he goes to Port Royal, you gotta highly consider, we haven't been quick running Roxas the whole seed. You gotta feel like you need to do it here.
Yeah, like it's the information, right? That's like the main thing. So when you quick run Roxas and then you get all those checks afterwards, you can sort of gauge if you need to do Xigbar or how early you think you need to do Xigbar. So if you find like, say you've got like a proof already from your entire shotgun, and then you find another proof like after Roxas, you feel kind of pressured all of a sudden to do Xigbar. You're thinking, maybe it's not too bad of a play if I've got like 5 checks left in the world that never was after Xigbar. So.
Looks like I might have also missed it back there. Looks like there was a Thunder at Pooh's house that VG was able to pick up, and picked up yet another report, one in Space Paranoid Shotgun, telling you that Port Royal is a 4, making all 10 of those checks in STT and World That Never Was, making all of those blue. Hint 3 was an LOD. Oh my gosh, it just keeps going.
Yeah, all of a sudden, like the World That Never Was has become even more important and scary to do because it's blue now. So proofs are probably there, maybe, but yeah.
Obviously, there's 50 of these bad boys. Only 3 of them aren't necessarily proofs. Report 3, yeah, in LOD. So both of them finding 3 different reports, actually. Report 3 from Land of Dragons, telling Zach that Halloween Town is, in fact, a 3. Now exploring it, see if he can find any of those early on. Yeah, R3X, thanks for calling that out. Trying to constantly look over their trackers while making sure I'm lined up with theirs. But yeah, we already, as a chat, we have 6 reports, chat. A lot of info early on. OC, I always call out this front 7 as having a report. Just more commonly, you're going to find reports early on. This might be the rare C where we don't get it, just because we have seen so many early on. We've located 2 aerial dodges that look like one back in the shotgun of Space Paranoids and one there on level 9. Aerial dodges immediately make your level 1 glides feel a lot better. It still works, chat. Report 9 and glide level 2 in OC. Report 9, OC, what you gotta tell me? 100 Acre Wood is a 5.
Oh my.
Another glide over in Halloween Town. There are glides and reports everywhere, chat. Everywhere.
Yeah, their movement's looking really nice. For like the opening shotgun, it's so good. This is an ideal seed all of a sudden. Like, movement is so good.
Yeah, you're loving that. You're already starting to see some offensive tools coming together. You got that fire, you got that thunder. Looking like strength hasn't yet gotten off the floor with the Keyblade that they're using, at least. Yeah, so looks like Fatal Crisp probably had a decent magic stat, but its strength stat's a little low. Yeah, Zach immediately not messing around, popping 2 ethers right there. Probably going to waste a little bit of time, go get this chest while he's waiting for that MP to come back up. Looks like he's actually just going to grab all of these. Still has not seen any of the important checks and still isn't going to see them. Going to have to go all the way into Santa's house. Ooh, unfortunately, that other larger enemy right here got stuck behind the carousel, so he's going to have to go over and chase it. Looks like he'll be able to recover well enough because that's just how good Dance Call is.
Yeah, but there is actually a little manip you can do where you can get the Jack in the Box to jump over the carousel, and he will. Yeah, I think I do that sometimes, but it's quite hard to do. Well, it's not that hard to do, but it is doable for sure. You can manipulate the Jack in the Box to jump over the carousel into your dance call.
Interesting development here. Yep, all the way through the standard shotgun, we have not seen any of the 3 important checks in Halloween Town, so I wouldn't expect Zach is going to push to Prison Keeper or anything. Just say, hey, all right, that's a 3, it's not a 7. I'm going to let it sit here for a little bit. I'm going to get some free experience from the Jack in the Boxes right here, and then I'm going to warp back out and potentially start working towards. He does not know about that World That Never Was being a 7 right now. According to his board, nothing is looking super good, but he is about to push OC. Learn 100 Acre Wood's pretty big, which will potentially push him towards that Thunder.
Yeah, another reason for that, just before Prison Keeper, little section there, that's where he left, is because that's also a really good Final Forcing location. Yep. And Final Forcing in these settings is really powerful, I find anyway. Like, because Final Form literally just opens up. Well, it allows you to do so many, like, otherwise would be, like, really hard, like, combat scenarios, like Berserkers. Yeah, so Final Forcing is actually, I'd say, is actually a pretty good strat to do, like, early, if you can.
Yeah, because, again, on this hard logic, because things on average are going to be deeper in worlds, you might be in certain combat scenarios where you have next to nothing really as a build. So being able to know you have access to that final form if you can get any other form, obviously very, very powerful. There's that report 9 and that level 3 glide now for Zach. Level 1 high jump for VG right there. Shotgunning the opening of World That Never Was. I didn't see the first 2 chests, but it looks like World That Never Was did not have any of the 7 importance early on.
Yeah, I believe VG is actually the one that started the World That Never Was shotgun meta, like especially in the ABN settings. I'm surprised he does that here and find the proofs, but yeah, VG is the one that I'm pretty sure started that one.
Yeah, I can understand, even for me who's an avid, I don't shotgun World That Never Was. If I'm going there, I'm going to try to take out Roxas and at least get up to Xigbar. Reading it's a 7, I feel like you kind of have to. But like you said, he likes doing that anyways.
Yeah. There's been many a time where I haven't shotgunned the world that never was, and VG did, but there's been like a reflect sitting in the first 4 chests, and I've just been so upset.
Zach now making his way over to Space Paranoids. Snagging his next aerial dodge. Again, pausing to update that movement chat once you go into the menu right there. Picking up his report 8, learning about Port Royal, which makes all of that stuff blue once again. Just lets him know Port Royal is more than just that opening shotgun. There are two a little bit deeper. And yeah, both of them rolling deep in reports. In this very room, VG will get his 6th and 7th reports. So looking at this board, Matt, looking at like all this info you have right now, they're just about through their opening shotguns. What is your feeling? How would you play this seed right now?
Well, I need to see. Well, it depends on their magic stat. Hollow Bastion's still a play. Like doing at least what's it called, the Burrow, and like like the shotgun is still so powerful because they haven't got like max movement, right? Because if you find like the other glide, it's huge. Still, and like you're still looking for tools really as well. You can't do Xigbar right now, way too difficult. But you can do Roxas. Like Roxas is definitely a play you can do, for sure. But I don't know.
Yeah, it always feels a little bad quick running Roxas. We haven't seen anybody quick run Roxas in this tournament so far because you're up against some of the best players in the world. Obviously, it's going to be a slow commitment right there. But yeah. I think with it being a 7, the potential for that just giving you a lot of tools in exchange for a slower Roxas fight, you feel like it's a play you might have to make. But again, it could just as easily be, yeah, there's 7, 6 of them are behind Xigbar, and you really committed to nothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, what's it called? The halfway point is just after Xigbar when it comes to the checks. So, I don't know. It's a gamble at the end of the day, as always. Yeah. But
you're probably on average in hard logic, you're getting 15 of the like 32 or 3 checks in that world. I guess there's technically a little more weight around. Yeah, you probably are only going to average 2 of those 7 pre-Xigbar, the way hard logic kind of gets weighted out. And you called it out, Zach, still going over to unhinted Hollow Bastion. Despite having 7 reports right now, there's still 6 others still out there. And none of these plays are like super tempting, I would say right now. Maybe the most tempting one is just to take a quick run on Roxas. Finishing plus external right there on level 12, dueling burrow fights right here.
Yeah, but so also the other thing is, right, with quick running Roxas, they're literally 1 reflect away from being able to finishing loop him, as well as 1 negative combo away from negative comboing him. So it's really tempting just to hold him off, just in case you get one of those tools, and you can just quickly do him. Also, report 1, I believe?
The reports just keep coming. It is self-hinted. Hollow Bastion is a 6, which actually comes out to be about average on these settings. That's report 1 for VG as well. So both of them already, we are 18 minutes into the seed, chat. We have 8 out of 13 reports. Zach coming over to the world that never was. Okay.
Oh, he's not. He's just shotgunning. He's not going to quick run Roxas. But yeah, VG doing Bailey fight makes sense. He just got the self into his Hollow Bastion. He's like, yep, I'm doing Hollow Bastion too.
Yep, I am hard committing to it. Yes, you wonder if Zach's going to be coming back and checking this out soon. This definitely, to me, looking at the board, this busted Hollow Bastion up to kind of the top of the list right now. Certainly go up to the Corridors fight. Got a lot of auto forms. Combo boost, that external finishing plus. Feels really good because now you can kind of have your pick of a Keyblade. So he's just leaving the Fatal Crest on. I don't think any of their opening like 8 or 9 Keyblades have been like fantastic.
Yeah. But Zach going into Twilight Town already.
All right. Not unhinted, 4 actually here.
Yeah, I think VG's going to hold off on Twilight Town because he has that Light and Darkness. So he's going to wait until he hopefully gets a form here in Hollow Bastion. And then he's going to force it and then go to his Twilight Town. That's my guess. But, you know, Twilight Town 1 has loads of checks. Could easily have some good stuff here. Despite the logic being on hard and the checks being weighted more later.
Zach looking for the variation. He's going to come over here closer to the woods first and then go backwards to get these other checks in. Looking furiously through all these quick opening low sphere checks, chat. Seeing if we find anything. Second chance there in Twilight Town in the woods. Now it becomes, okay, you got your Light and Darkness Keyblade with an auto form. Could force final now very easily.
Yeah, you can go into the wall that never was and just force it there pretty much with your second chance. Super easily.
That is the first of the 4 checks in. Another quick run right there. First of the 4 checks from Twilight Town. Doesn't look like VG has been able to find important check number 2 yet in Hollow Bastion. Just that self-hinted report right there. And I would expect with his combat tools, he will not be pushing any deeper into it right now. Go find a few other things and then come back. Hopefully come back with at least Final Form. Final Form plus that Fire and that Thunder, that can already get you pretty far.
Yeah, you can do Core Scope with that as well. It's super free.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zach will not be able to force Final Form pre this fight. This is always the best place to level it up. But early on, he can only get Final up to level 3 anyway. Should be able to easily get that done. He could even do it in the Sandlot fight if he desired.
Yeah, VG's off to go quick run Roxas.
All right.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. He did put on, I know they had Upper Slash. So we'll see if there's any. Again, he doesn't have Reflect or anything.
Yeah, you need Reflect. You need Reflect 100%. He's going for the quick run.
Yeah.
It's way too difficult otherwise.
Again, I get this. I would have been tempted to do this very early on. As someone who doesn't love to quick run Roxas, 7 checks is just, that's a lot he's potentially locking right now. Chad, give me your prediction. How many of the 7 important checks do you think will be between Roxas and Xigbar? So that'll obviously be the point he's going to push up to. That is Matt on commentary, yep. One of our 8 participants in this tournament. Unfortunately got ding-donged over by Simulated Twilight Town, and the final proof being in, I guess the first proof for Zach, in the final chest of core. GG there.
Yeah. I got randoed. It happens.
You did. Yeah, exactly. Did like Zach baiting the shadows back right there into the double fire finishing leap. Just a lot of kind of splash damage to take out these shadows. Do the Roxas prizes count? They do count, yes. Everything that Roxas locks right now. And again, Twilight Town, always a powerful early play here. Even though you read it's a 4, which is probably a little below average in Twilight Town, it's still a relatively low-risk 4 that you're potentially going for. You're going to get almost all of them except for the Between Betwixt, usually if you can get past the Sandlot fight, and you're working on 3 pools at once. The Twilight Town pool, the Dry Forms pool, and the Sora's Heart pool, all at the same time.
Yeah, I think for quite a while, Twilight Town was the meta, wasn't it? Where you pretty much always go there.
Yeah, that was always after your initial shotguns. Hopefully have final form, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's an 0 for 2 there, getting a Cosmic Belt and an AP boost. Cosmic Belt giving a nice +6 to the defense. That eventually could mean something. It potentially, armor does mean more, chat, in Stat Sandy. All right, it's at least 1. It's a cure. It's something.
Not ideal, but it is something. Have either of them gone to TR yet? I don't believe they have.
We have not seen yet. Both of them bailed out pre-mini escort. Another high jump there for VG. 2 high jumps in the world that never was.
Uh-oh. It's looking like everything maybe after Xigbar. When you have... Oh, that's unlucky. You probably won't go for that chest again. It's just an AP boost.
Leave the AP boost behind.
Never mind. He wants AP boost. Fair enough.
I was like, AP, like in Rando, you get so many things usually early on. All right, wisdom.
Oh, wisdom form. It paid out for VG. He can go force final now.
Yeah,
and
now he doesn't even need second chance. Now if he goes Twilight Town after this, potentially, all of a sudden he can get both final and wisdom up to level 4, where Zach wasn't able to do any leveling going through here.
Yeah, I'd imagine VG's route is pretty much now force final, Twilight Town 1, into core skip, into Twilight Town 2 probably. Yeah. That's my guess.
That seems pretty set. While Zach says, I want the STT play. He sees that blue 3 right there, wants to be the first one to get into it. Because even reading it as a blue 3 right there, I said these players probably meta-wise would place it late. You're not in a race with Salad right now. You're not as worried about it. No, Zach wants it in his corner.
Yeah, I'm actually a bit surprised about the STT play really early. Opting to do STT instead of quick running Roxas. I'm surprised, to be honest, but, it's really interesting. So it could really pay out here.
Absolutely. Sure. Yeah, so it was the average I called out, chat, was about right. It was 2 of them pre-Xigbar. So Xigbar at this point is locking 5 important checks. But now VG getting to go back, and I 100% agree with Met's call out on the router. Yo, nice second try on the final form. Made back a little bit on the death right there in the elevator he had, unfortunately, beforehand. Checking over his Keyblades. Yeah, I saw 6-5 on that Follow the Wind. Looked like a 6-5 draw, which is a vanilla Follow the Wind, at least ability-wise. We were definitely expecting this. He's got enough movement to where I would not think he's going to save the Tram Common for the second visit.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, you've definitely got enough movement. You just grab all the chests and TT1 quickly.
In case you got the potential for 3 of them are in TT1, would I not necessarily come back to TT2? What? Yeah. We don't have any info on drives, no info on Sora's Heart.
Wait, what's Zach's strength for STT? Can you see it?
Yeah, trying to look over. Let me get an idea right here. Zach's strength is a 7, so that is actually, I think, vanilla what you would have at this point in a KH2 crit run.
Yo, practicing the crit any percent in race? Let's go.
Let's go. That's probably my biggest thing, is that I'm actually a big fan of, if you know a little bit about STT, pushing it even without limit form. I'm not a hard, I have to wait for limit form, but I do like to just wait until my strength is maybe 15 to 20, somewhere in there, to where just each of the fights that you do have to do, Twilight Thorn is going to be lightning quick. You're not going to be worrying as much about ending that quickly, or Cypher and all these different fights. He's doing no limit form and bad strength. Because your magic stat obviously doesn't mean too much, chat. We'll see if it pays out for him. VG, meanwhile, getting to cash in. Again, we don't have any info on drives. Not much on final 2 or 3. Can get it all the way up to 4. Could potentially option into doing some physical combos here just to end the fight a little faster. He wants to get the full info, get final all the way up to 4.
Yeah. VG's just going to get the final up to 4, and he's going to instant just death abuse, because it is faster, I believe, considering his early stats and stuff and early levels.
Yeah, you always got to pay attention to that defensive stat. Certainly when your defense is still in the single digits, looking over, he's got an 8 right now. Still faster to take the death abuse. If it's over that, yeah, I think it's better just to kind of fill up the hit counter that the game checks for there.
Yeah, it's something that you want to keep in mind for all those early death abuse locations, like Beast Castle, Twilight Town, Port Royal, those sort of areas. You want to get one shot ASAP, just so that you can leave quickly, because many a time I've accidentally gone deep into Twilight Town or something. I haven't even touched Beast Castle yet, and I can't death abuse out.
Right.
So I'm just stuck there for 30 seconds. I can't leave.
I'm still the scrub that forgets to tell Donald and Goofy not to do anything for going into Beast Castle and whatnot. Don't ever do that, chat. Always remember to tell them, customize them to Sora attack, give yourself a chance. All right, Zach, show me your crit strats. Yep, utilizing the double reversals on the vines right there, but although unfortunately he's on the back part of the head where they're a lot more aggressive. Yep, doing the double vines, should be able to get it. Yep, on one more, threw in a triple for good measure. I believe he has an air combo plus on, which is good actually for the struggle fights coming up. Yeah, not sure if he has a combo plus. Optimally, if you don't have... I don't know if they have any access to draws early on. That'd be kind of the biggest thing that can save you time here without limit form. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of strats that Zach tries to bust out here. Potentially go for the 1, 2, 3 air combos. Yep. Each of those, yeah, it looks like he's got level 2 draw on. Basically, as you do this, the orbs will just kind of funnel into Roxas's back pocket there. And then once he gets him down to hopefully about 25 orbs, he can go for the finisher, knock him out, and then do some cleanup. Unfortunately, he's jumping a little too high on those clanks.
Yeah, I also believe it was recently implemented that struggle weapons actually have a draw.
Oh, that is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're always going to have at least one to work with. I do think he had an external one there as well, but maybe just the one. So Zach's still saving 30 seconds there.
Oh, VG actually opting for Twilight Town 2. Fair enough.
All right. Yeah, there is 3 still left in here, and again, he's got final form, he's got a fire. Don't think they have access to like an experience boost or anything. But I guess we can find out if he looks at the Keyblades.
You have a look now? Unless he's already had a look.
Yeah, he might already know.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
okay.
Nothing on that first half of the Keyblade page that we could see. Yeah, so here's the problem for Zach. He knows this strat, but the problem is he can't quickly enough get VV down to 1 HP. Once you get him to 1 HP, then he's locked in place. And he won't actually retaliate until you knock him out. So a little bit of a slow set of struggle fights right there for Zach. Yeah, that's my kind of biggest thing, is just wanting to kind of wait until I have a little more strength so they'll kind of quickly melt. Either way, now Zach hasn't seen any of the 3 important checks in STT. Hopefully he can get a good payout for him as VG. Both of them in the sandlot right now, but just in different dimensions. Do like VG implementing some of those reaction commands off the claymores right there. That is a great, hey, you have like no tools to work with. Utilize that. That being said.
Oh, nice. Getting the clutch thunder out. Very good. I was really hoping, like, please thunder, VG. Please thunder. You have it.
Have it come down from the skies. Let Zeus save you. He had second chance that would not have killed him, just to note. But yeah, still a little scary no matter what.
Yeah, opting for Twilight Town 3. Now we're in the what's it called? Later weighted checks now. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, so I have found with the newer hard logic settings where everything is broken up into different spheres between 0 and 17, this area of Twilight Town has better weight than Throne Room. Just to give people an idea, This is why I think on this hard logic, after I broke down the numbers, you basically get 10 sphere 13, 14, 15 checks, where Throne Room, I believe, are all 14. It overall has higher value, and it's obviously much, much easier to get to than a Throne Room is. That being said, so far, VG not finding much of anything here.
Yeah.
Slide dash.
Okay, slide dash. Slide dash is pretty good, but no way the last 3 things are in Mansion. No way. Whoa. Okay.
Wow. That was a bad Sunset Vista underground area. So all 3 of the other important checks, big chilling in the mansion right now, at least past the mansion fight.
Wait. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go to Hollow Bastion now. Do core skip. Pretty sure. Oh, Stitch in STT though.
Stitch and STT, all right. That is our first important check there. That potentially could be utilized for some space. Paranoid's grounding.
Ooh.
Peter Pan as well. Now, does he bail here? He's got 2 of the 3. Could bail in this situation. And yeah, once more on a Keyblade. People calling out, looks like was found on one of them. So that is second chance and once more. Because at least second chance is external, at any point our runners could have access to both. Obviously, really good protection. But did not see how good or bad the stats were on the Once More Keyblade.
Is Zach all in on STT? Let's see.
Looks like it. Yeah, would have bailed back there. Could have went to a safe point. Uninted Beast Castle is a play for VG. Getting a money pouch out of it. That's the second seed today where the money pouch has been in Beast Castle early. VG's saying, hey, Peter Pan and Stitch are nice, but I need more than that, especially with how slow the struggle fights went right there. Nothing catastrophic, but yeah, probably wants a little more than that.
If Limit Form ends up being in Mansion, that will actually be insane for Zach. That'll be really good. Because I doubt VG will go SCT this seed unless he somehow just feels forced into a corner, but I don't think VG will ever feel forced into a corner. But yeah, the limit form here for Zach would actually be insane because it speeds up all the World Never Was bosses. You can do really easy like DM skips all across the board, which you have to do in these settings. You have to do the explosion.
Ooh, that's okay. That's a little. It's not huge. A proof. It's not limit form, but that's still best combo modifier in the game. Their stats are definitely leaning magic right now. Has not seen it. It could be on Data Roxas. Got 2 more chest or 1 more chest, then 2 on Data or on Axel 2, and then it's Data Roxas. Another aerial dodge, some solid movement right there can help with like core skip. And yeah, he's if he was going this far, explosion's great, but he still wants more than that.
He wants to know what the thing here is.
Jay's got a little under a 2/3 chance of getting it. Just give me a quick yes or no. Do you think this sucker's on Data Roxas? Hope so. Again, VG is, like we're saying, probably not going to go here for a long time. Zach probably would say, okay, whenever I have maybe like a double negative combo, I can find that other one, then I could consider it.
If just going to use Auto Master, that's fair. You can level it up a tiny bit as well, like here.
Okay, torn pages on Axel 2. Not insignificant because we do know 100 Acre Wood is a 5. So if he's doubling down on this play, he's got to consider going to 100 Acre Wood pretty much immediately to check what that gives him. Another dodge roll, but okay, I've seen worse payouts. Stitch, Peter Pan, explosion.
Oh, horizontal
slash. Love it.
Yeah, really good ability.
Thunder Boost on Master 3. No important checks on forms yet. I think that's kind of the first semi-notable thing. Vicinity Break, I know, was on Wisdom 4 back there.
Yeah, VG going for the Death Abuse here just so that he can get the last master level he can, possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, Zach at this point, like, obviously it was a ballsy move going into STT, and he's got to feel like he has to double down on all of that right now. Now, right here, this is always a little trickier, not much of a really good setup, but VG able to get it going. Final or Master Form fire across the gap, walk back, hit that load zone, break open the shortcut, and then he'll be able to utilize that Master Form fire in order to climb up the wall and aerial dodge out of it. See what he gets out of here. Chad, I want another prediction for you. There's 5 more important checks in Hollow Bastion. How many is VG about to collect in the core from this skip?
Ah, yes. Thank you, Zach.
Always appreciate on the Winnie the Pooh minigames. Yep, start firing up the wall and jump up. Beautifully done by VG. Now he can start to reap the benefits of the core skip.
Oh, is that going for auto like Valor or whatever it is for final forcing, but he didn't have his auto ability on?
But I think he has auto limit. I think he could actually just utilize. Then he doesn't have to worry about. Well, his party members do still need to be alive. That's an important caveat to always remember about that, chat. You cannot get anti-form if not all of your party members are there. I feel like this would be a little easier in World than ever was, but making it work here.
Okay, second try as well.
Yep. I'll say much more important for him to get it second try. This is obviously a lot more awkward to get into that form. Yo, we've got another Thunder right here for VG. I believe that's the first important check he has found here in core. Second overall for Hollow Bastion. Third try, it counts. Third try's the real second try. Let's face it, chat. Yeah, Zach looking like he's going into TT now.
Okay, only a Thunder in core skip.
Wow.
There's still last chest of core.
Yeah, I see a 4 at this point. This is where I start to stress that it is, in fact, going to be last chest of core because that is the highest weighted check. That is a Sphere 17 check. So it's got always a good chance of potentially having one of those mythic checks. Could very well be a Frost Crystal.
Yep. Oh, is VG 10%? No 10% for VG.
Damn. Do you know how much Lucky Luckies actually boost those?
Not at all.
Yeah.
They don't.
I think I've heard, yeah, just there's no way. It's still just 10.
Yeah, it's just always 10.
Love, once again, the fire into finishing leap combos is actually a really good way. Popping yourself up in the air into more fires is a good way to refill that drive gauge. Zach, meanwhile, having to use some claymores there to finish off those last few berserkers. Knocking him out, he'll be going towards... Now, we saw VG bail out before the mansion, go back to Hollow Bastion for some core skipping. What will be Zach's route? Will he also go back to Hollow Bastion? Or is he going to push into the mansion with there being 3 important checks still in that area?
I think Zach may actually do the mansion fight. Because he does have Stitch.
Yep.
And Peter Pan. He has summons. Like, he won't run out of... he won't use a form. Like, because if VG did the mansion fight, he'd probably run out of final form halfway through and it'd be a really slow fight. And he'd just basically be asking Mickey to, like, do all the work for you for half the fight.
Yeah, Peter Pan in conjunction with, like, possibly if he's got the name combo, like, he could go, like, fire, explosion, and get a ton of MP bubbles from Peter Pan, and basically just refill that constantly. Maybe with a magnet, you prefer going magnet explosion here, but access to no magnets yet, this makes sense. Have not seen a magnet in the semifinals yet, chat.
Yeah. If Zach hits a magnet, it'll be huge for him because, like, magnet explosion is just the most overpowered clearing ability, like clearing combo in the game by far. So good. And it's like also you can like level because it like he has Stitch as well, so if he finds any experience boosts, like that's super good.
Yeah, it's taking a peek over. I always have them covered up on my end, but yeah. Stats are still relatively tame. Zach's in a level 15. I'm seeing a level 18 magic stat. Might have something more. Yeah, it does have... Okay, so we're seeing that once more Keyblade. Only a 1-2. It does provide that protection, but it will severely pull down their stats that are pretty precious at this juncture of the game. Meanwhile, our players, they're high-fiving. They're both going to the mansion right now.
Yeah, I'd imagine Zach will have a fast fight with the explosion. But final form is really good. Actually, I think VG has fire boost.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he got that. That might have been in core. Yeah, looks like Zach's going to keep it a little more straight up. Just utilize Stitch right here.
Yeah, like Stitch makes it super free, right? Especially with second chance once more. Because if you get low, he'll just start playing the ukulele and just gives you the HP orbs as well. So you can't really die here. He'll constantly fill your MP for you. Super nice.
Also worth pointing out, while he might say, like, is he giving up too much going to the once more Keyblade right here? So with his stats, he was actually below the damage floor. Kind of no matter which Keyblade he put on, this was never going to do more damage. So he might as well have the safety right here. The only thing that could have helped his damage is if he had, a Keyblade with Fire Boost, Thunder Boost, Combo Boost on it. So it looks like VG, with that final form, going to actually get through this fight a little bit faster. Explosion, a little bit more straightforward. But not getting him out of the fight any sooner. Trying to catch each of these enemies. Yeah, try to get the explosion out, but instead the slide dash procced. All right, Will we see all three of them could be locked on a betwixt and data axle?
Yeah, the mansion's looking quite barren. Oh no!
Picking up, oh my gosh, we may actually have that, chat. Oh my gosh. I also definitely think at this point, this combo plus and air combo plus that Zach still has on, really not doing him any favors. You want to just get to those explosions a little bit faster right now. Even though technically with the combo boost, that is helping it. Overall, that DPS is a little slower.
Yeah, it's always worth it here to like grab a tiny bit of levels just before you get this chest. Like, hopefully you get some good stats. Experience boost. Or VG may just start experience boosting now in the mansion.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance that you got final form already up to level 4. You got fire. Yeah.
Yeah, insta puts it on. Fair enough.
Now here, I wonder if he may switch his Keyblades around so he can get a little bit of a boost. They die a little bit faster.
He's got second chance, right? So he can go get hit by the what's it called? The Dragoon.
Yep.
And that can just insta get you down to XP boost range, but it's a bit risky because you're on 1 HP the entire time. But yeah, getting hit by the samurai is also fair. Definitely works.
Yeah, he's probably checking to see, is he in range? Yeah, he wants something with a higher magic stat so that 2 fires straight up, or at least 3, will shred them away. Wants to see stats, wants to see potentially some good tools popping up. Getting a double dosing of strength increases right there. While strength is nice to see, he definitely is just wanting to see a couple magic increases. Get that a little higher. Look like Zach is also going to go for the Unhinted Beast Castle play. Now, we saw VG stop pre-wardrobe. I know I'm personally a fan of just, if I come here, I go all the way through Beast. But we could see, let's see what Zach elects to do. Ooh, seeing defense increase and a tranquility crystal. Nothing right now. Another strength increase and an AP. Again, strength is great. He wants 1 or 2 magics to just speed up this grinding just a little bit. And obviously just get over the threshold for potentially going to World That Never Was.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
Ooh. Wait, he's looking for his checks. Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. I thought that was a mistake because you have to go back here if you want to do some like final grinding later, but I guess he's just sacking that. That's fair.
Yeah,
Pretty
you know
strange.
nothing about Sora's Heart right now. You don't know anything about drives. You got a little bit off the stats. You got a little more right here. And right now, this is a guaranteed 2-pack. Oh, I guess he got Chicken Little at some point. One Chicken Little must have popped up. I'm looking over at his tracker. So this is definitely a 1-pack. Could be 2. Does look like Zach is also just doing the BC shotgun through the west wing and the east wing, and then he'll be out. I don't think there was really anything of note in Beast Castle from what I remember. And there's level 4 glide on level 30.
Wow. Yeah, with VG still having like worlds to do, right, and glide around in it, that would definitely save him some time. That'll save him time in STT if he ever decides to go there for sure.
Uh-huh. Right now, no limit form or any option for VG to go for there. He's just got to be popping making sure his MP is full at all times. Yeah, bailed out of trouble there. That's definitely a very deadly attack from the assassin.
Yeah, Betwixt and Between fight is really scary. Even though the nobodies are going after Axel, it could still be like they can still just randomly just start like an assassin can just spawn and just whack you and you're just all of a sudden dead. And there's nothing you can do about it.
There's finally that magic increase that VG was looking for. Strength and a magic, nice double right there. Yeah, all of his stats still definitely getting scaled. Got auto limit right there, which is actually nice. He can get auto limit level 2 right now and just have access to that Ragnarok slide dash into Zentetsuken, the classic combos.
Ooh.
Whew. Getting a drive gauge, so Data Axel is going to have something. He will get something right here. And is it a sign? Getting the Blizzard from Betwixt. Yeah, I imagine we won't see that for a little bit. If Zach were to push that, he'd be a little more set up with him having Explosion.
Yeah, for sure.
How many different reports? They both have the exact same 8 reports. The difference in plays between the two of them, I'm trying to see kind of what they have done differently from each other. Zach pushed through all of STT. Didn't do Data Roxas, didn't have to. Got all 3 checks there, Stitch, Peter Pan, and a Torn Page, leading him to also do Piglet's House. Zach is right now pushing up through, you imagine, Core Skip. And other than that, is there anything else? VG, the first to push deeper into here. I imagine this wouldn't get too far out before we saw this 3-pack, starting with Prison Keeper here in Halloween Town 2, the second visit of it anyways.
Oh, I don't know. When I was practicing these settings, I'd have like one thing on what's it called, Experiment, and then the last 2 things on Vexen or something.
Always on Vexen, yeah.
Yeah, really clean Grim Reaper coming out from VG.
Always beautiful to do that with Final Form and have that kind of classic loop people are so used to with Xigbar, where on those aerial enemies, utilizing a fire to kind of cancel out your last finisher and then carry it back into another combo. Oh, yeah, and Chicken Little as well. So just about all of the friends have been found by Zach. He's just missing Genie. Gonna be doing his core skip, as we know, chat. About the only thing really of note in that core is that Thundara.
Oh yeah, sorry, not Grim Reaper. Yeah, Prison Keeper. My bad.
Yeah, Prison Keeper. VG intentionally getting punched by the fist right there. That's always going to put you at 1 HP unless your defense is very, very high. It's a one-shot and crit speed runs for us. This way, he can go ahead and start leveling up auto limit right here, which is also probably just genuinely one of his best ways to clear this fight quickly.
Yeah. Also, Zach using Chicken Little here as a substitute for Magnet. Always a good combo. Chicken Little Explosion. Super powerful.
Yeah. Seeing a bit of a preference to use it over using that final form he forced. Yeah, having to fly around a lot to avoid this Crimson Jazz, a very, very powerful, frustrating enemy. Does look like while we were looking over, VG was able to find a blizzard there in Halloween Town off of Oogie Boogie. So the Axel 2 important check is starting to get a little more intense. Again, between our two players, they have found over 20 important checks. No proofs yet. Yeah, I have another instance there where VG elected to, in a similar mob fight situation, elected to go with, instead of a summon, just final form. And it has so far saved him time over Zach, for sure.
I'm wondering when VG just decides to bite the bullet and just do Xigbar. Because once you get past Xigbar, you have all those checks as well after him.
Yep.
Which could easily just have stuff. And if there's a reflect as well after that, then you can just, like, the world that never was becomes a lot less scary.
Yeah, if you don't have, he does have horizontal slash. Oh, was that the proof of peace that we just saw right there? Proof of non-existence, our first proof of the race there on the present collection. So all of a sudden, only one left here. Got set up with Blizzara and a proof.
So what hinted Halloween Town then?
Halloween Town was hinted by Bamboo Grove in LOD. So Zach definitely has that info as well. They both got the same set of 8 hints. So you gotta imagine that's not too far down the list for Zach. He'd probably almost be surprised that VG would have pushed it this early.
Yeah. Oh, right. Zach has such good movement now. He can just naturally get into, like, break into core now.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Always a good feeling you don't even have to worry about your drive forms. And now just kind of glide into it. Anyone who's ever like watched that and wondered what the players are doing, by just continually mashing square the flight button in final form, your keyblades are always doing this attack in front of you, and that does a lot of damage actually.
Yeah, we utilize it a lot. Like, we do it on Hostile Program. We do it in Engine Core when you're in the final fights. Yeah, quite a few places we do that.
All right, VG taking on the experiment right here. See if he can just find his last important check. If it isn't the last important check, you gotta imagine he'll just be he'll be taking on Vexen for it right afterwards. He's got final form. He's got a fire. All right, now for everyone freaking out, he's using Dance Call. Anybody who watched the last race, as long as he doesn't do it with the finisher, he's good. I forgot we got Shock Charm Plus also in core. At least has a little bit of synergy with the Thunder that we found earlier. And Shock Charm
VG,
Plus.
Yeah, VG going straight into Vexen.
Yeah. Yeah, with fire, you feel pretty good right here. It might be a little awkward. I know for me, I utilize Reflect for this opening bit. Ooh, you can dodge roll that. That's good to know.
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah, it's similar to Zexion. Data Zexion anyway, when he like brings you into Book World, you can either dodge, like do an amazingly timed dodge roll, or you can reflect it so he doesn't drag you in there.
Yeah, VG actually electing to just utilize limit form right there. Potentially a bit of a backup situation, considering Donald was dead. Yeah, it's unfortunately not going to work out for him. Caused the death, and he's going to have to go back into the fight. Yeah, limit form, obviously very, very good. At the strength stat he's got, it is absolutely getting scaled, though. Yeah, beautifully timed dodge roll right there.
Ooh, Donald and Goofy staying alive as well.
Legends, absolute legends.
Yep, straight into Final Form Fire.
Now, this probably is not going to kill him because, again, it is just baby fire. He doesn't like fire, so he's going to, coming out of this, we'll see what his drive gauge looks like. I think he has 2 extra, so he can potentially hold this for a while and pop into, I don't know, maybe is like Comet going to be the play right here? Oh, he's got Wisdom form. Yep,
yeah.
Unfortunately, Wisdom Form Fire is not the same as Final Form Fire. He would need to get it all the way up to Firaga before it doesn't add revenge value. I do like VG utilizing the long distance here on these shots. Be at a safe distance, not bait out a lot of attacks from him and Anti-Sora. Should start moving in here so he can immediately punish. Ooh.
Okay, he can get him here.
Yeah. Probably pop out of here, just pop an ether. Every fire will add 1 RV. Ooh, that is going to respawn the shield, but hopefully off of the Comet finisher, he can break the shield and then go for 1 combo to just finish this one off.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, no explosion for him. This is going to be close.
Oh, we got it.
My God.
Let's go, VG.
Holy buckets. Sure not super happy with how that fight went, but he'll take getting the dub. And what did he just get for his troubles? More torn page. His first set of torn pages.
Yeah, he's probably going to immediately go 100 acre. Yep, there we are. Straight into the Poglet house.
Yeah, we already know from earlier from Zach, this isn't going to net him anything, but you figure he's going to be prepping it. 5 is obviously a massive number for 100 Acre Woods. No, he is leaving. That is a big 5-pack he is leaving behind right there. All right, I mean, if nothing else, see what, like, he can't get any more checks. That minigame's not locking checks for him. So it's not like he's losing a lot of time on a revisit later on. And he does already have a proof. Zach electing to say, I've got to go for whatever this 7-pack is in World That Never Was now. Got in a little bit of damage with the explosion beforehand. All of his stats should be getting scaled right now. We're double checking his stats. Yes, absolutely. Ooh, unfortunately, got away from him. Ooh, potentially saved it right here.
Ooh, that was really clutch from Zach. Let's go.
Yeah, very nicely done. Surprised VG hasn't done Xigbar. Yeah, he does have horizontal slash, and I gotta imagine they have access to a berserk charge. That plus Comet can get you pretty far. That's a 5-pack. It's kind of like you're saying, though. It's feeling like, what does he do Psyx and Luxord afterwards with? Because you kind of assume it's probably a lot of checks there on that room right before Xemnas 1.
Yeah.
So, don't have a reflect or anything right now. There could be a reflect right behind Xigbar. But still, definitely, I think when World That Never Was is that big, just horizontal slashing Xigbar is enough right now.
Yeah, for sure. Like, Luxord is also doable as well, but you only get, like, 2 checks from him or something, which isn't that great.
Yeah,
but
3. I think maybe 3 checks technically with the 2 on the new stat Sandy. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. But then also, but Psyx for VG right now looks, really difficult.
Yeah.
But at least, for...
He does not have Peter Pan.
Yeah, exactly.
Peter Pan is in STT.
Yeah. Zach has Peter Pan, so he can do Psyx right now. But unless like Reflect is after Xigbar or on Luxord, then
Right.
yeah.
Otherwise, like, you've got auto limit. You can Berserk Charge Horizontal Slash Psyx for a while. So, like, there are ways to piece it together for sure, but nothing super, super convenient.
Yeah, you don't really have a way of like getting the Claymore out of his hands like too well. Like the bare minimum that you can do is like flash step parrying, right? Like that is
Right.
like, and that's when you're like super desperate. That's when you have 3 proofs and you're like, okay, it's go mode. I have to end the seed.
Yeah, I have to fight through this. Yeah. That sorcerer being much nicer to Zach. There's that wisdom form for Zach. Yeah, see, I saw Zach give a little bit of a sigh right there. It's nice when my racers have webcams up so I can see their emotional reaction. And probably him saying, yeah, that's a better way to force out final form right there that I could have had early on. In terms of like other things though, he's probably feeling like, okay, I'm not giving up that much by not pushing this earlier. Because again, like, he knew World That Never Was a 7. Let it get into the second hour before he came over here.
Yeah, VG opting just a level grind. Totally fair. I think he just wants stats now. Maybe he's just hoping for like strength floor, and then he can just like force his way through the World That Never Was.
Right.
Like brute force his way through.
Yeah, without Reflect, a lot of these fights can just be very slow, so you can actually get your time back from grinding pretty quickly, and you're hoping to obviously also see other benefits come from level checks and whatnot.
Yeah, he'll probably yeah, because when you get enough stats, right, like VG will just be able to he'll comet, and like for Psyx anyway, he'll comet, he'll do as much damage as he possibly can, and then hopefully he'll get into range for Final Fire, and then he can just like burn him to death pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, VG's going for it.
Yep, he's gonna let him go into the other room. Donald is knocked out. He does have access to a cure now if he needs that. Yeah, now he is going to horizontal slash. And it's a 3-frame window, chat, to restart each of your horizontal slashes in Berserk Charge and actually keep Xigbar stun locked. Looks like he's starting to move. Yeah, now he needs to start moving all the way back over. He's still early on in his health bar, so it should allow him to re-catch him right there, as both players are now into the Xigbar fight. He will enter DM phase after he goes down to about 2.5 bars. Start getting back. He always likes to warp back over here. Could see an ancient loop strat right here from Zach. Yep.
Going for the action loop.
Yep. Once you get him into DM phase, if you knock him out of the room, then he will consistently shoot 3 times, then reload. He's always either going to go for the overhead or he's going to go for the kind of the long distance snipes. I know I personally, like to pause buffer it right there because you don't know which one he's going to do. VG going for the Berserk Charge strats as well. Hasn't dropped it yet. VG to note could Berserk Charge right here. But I think coming out of it, I think it's a much safer option.
Okay, 60 FPS Xigbar. Let's have a go.
Here we go. Yeah, definitely much harder to keep this going.
Oh, he's fine. Yeah, Xigbar didn't break out. All good.
Beautifully done.
I think there was a report on Xigbar.
Yeah, that was a report on Xigbar. Seeing which one that was. Yeah, which one was that for VG right there? Report 6. So what did we just learn? We learned something, chat. Report 6, Agrabah is a 2, so Agrabah is done. Both the things in Agrabah were reports. So what that means is they turn blue. So the 2 in Disney Castle, those are blue. The 4 back in Twilight Town, those are also blue. And a nice burst of drive gauges already right here for our players. Oh, Zach actually only puts him up to, that's his first one. So all the others were just, 6 on Zach's side, 9 on VG's side. Nice.
Oh boy, we're playing the minigame today.
Yeah, no reflect or anything. And again, feel like you have your hands tied behind your back. There are 4 checks now locked behind Luxord and probably Psyx. At the very least, Zach has Explosion. So he could actually go for, he can't. His stats are too low.
Yeah, that's the only thing. He needs Magic Floor in order to Explosion loop Luxord.
Yeah, so this is going to be, for sure, a slower Luxord fight. If you're Zach, this might feel a little bit scary. Just because you have not seen any proofs. Whereas for VG, he probably feels a little more justified in it. He's got a proof. There very well could be 2 back here. 4 more behind Luxord. Or at the very least, potentially more torn pages with that 4-pack in 100 Acre Woods. Starting to get to the point where obviously they are now both up to 9 reports, so they can start to kind of logic out, all right, where are these other reports potentially going to be? At the very least, VG knows that Land of Dragons must be hinted because it's the report that pointed to the proof of non-existence in Halloween Town.
Yeah.
Zach doesn't know anything. He does know if 100 Acre Wood is to hold a proof. He's got to start watching out for those. What was the report that pointed to 100 Acre Wood? Olympus Coliseum.
Ooh.
Both of our owners, once again, having to play the minigame right now. Those reflects, they're locked away right now. So, I have played a hard logic seed where all 3 reflects were locked behind Psyx.
Ooh.
Directly or indirectly.
Alright, VG made it to the DM. He's pretty much golden.
Yeah, those little bit higher stats for him above the damage floor, allowing him to pass Zach right here. Zach just going to kind of wait it out into the DM himself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that their Psyx will be about the same, just because Zach has the Peter Pan, right?
Yes.
So despite Zach... Ooh, pages on Luxord.
All right, important check number 4. That gives him access to Rabbit's house if he does want to go there. He left out on the minigame, but I imagine that was just a, hey, I'm going to go play somewhere else, and then if it makes me come back, it's really not that much of a time loss going back in, especially level 4 Glide. He's good to go.
Yeah,
VG
this makes sense
leaving
from VG.
right now, yep.
Yeah, this makes sense. Like, if Rabbit's house has a reflect, it's great. It's totally ideal. And also, Rabbit's house is a notorious VGMaster play. VGMaster has won many a race from going to Rabbit's house and finding a proof there.
Zach gonna be, oh my gosh, the reflect pull for both of our runners right here. Even if this isn't a proof, baby reflect, you all of a sudden feel so much better about the other fights you're about to have to go do.
Yeah, Psyx is now super free for VG. He can just reflect spam him to death and he's just dead. Same thing for Xemnas 1 as well.
Yep.
All boss fights have now become a lot easier now for VG. Well, not VG. Well, he will eventually find the reflect, but Zach right now, yeah, all boss fights are now on the table.
VG's gonna pull out the rare play. He's gonna prep it, but then not actually do Rabbit's house.
I'd be shocked. No way.
All right, he's turning around, barring
him
missing this chest. He'll be picking up his first reflect. There it is. Pop it. Throw it up on there. Still 3 more important checks here in 100 Acre Woods. So we're seeing once again, Zach's doing the mini game. VG says, I'll come back later.
Yeah, VG's instantly going to what the Neville is like, yep, Psyx is free now. Beeline straight for the portal right in front of him.
I do like the aggressive play from VG right there saying, if it makes me, gives me a torn page. Because, I mean, there's a lot of times 100 Acre Woods has been bait. And you can save that, potential minute or so from not doing those slow mini games. Nice reflect right there. Now, to note on VG's side, strength took off. Magic is pretty bad, actually. So this magic he's actually got pretty close to the stats you would have in a vanilla playthrough at this point. Magic's getting scaled. Strength is over that floor at this point.
Yeah, so VG here is doing 2 aerial finishes, which will force the Sykes retaliate. So you can it's really quick, so you can just quickly go into a reflect straight after, and it's just constant loop pretty much.
Zach going for a variation on the Data Org strat right here. Reflect, Thunder, Reflect with the Combo Master into Explosion. And now he's just going to pick up the Claymore. Might have picked it up a little too early. Yeah, not going to quite be able to get back to him in time. Was probably anticipating he would go into the Berserk phase a little sooner.
Wait a second. Did VG actually time that so he'd get limit form? And now he can just R's loop Sykes to death?
Wow.
There's no way, right? Wow. Okay.
That's beautiful.
Fair play, VG. Yeah, finishing it with the Ragnarok. There we go.
Another drive gauges all over World That Never Was. I'm a little surprised we didn't see Peter Pan out of Zach. I actually think that either Peter Pan or Final Form right here would have been a little faster overall.
Yeah, this Final Form's going to be really tight. No, he's not going to make it. Ooh. Explosion enough? Yeah, there we go. The only sad thing is that Zach loses his drive.
Yeah. All right, there are 3 things left in World That Never Was chat. Could Data Xemnas be holding an important check? Expect they'll at least get 1 here. If they get none, it's looking pretty good for Data Xemnas. Lightning Shard in the first. Trinity Limit, always good to see.
Yeah, that'll make building skip for Xemnas 1 a lot easier. Ooh, Genie.
Our final friend has been found. And the other money pouch. Okay, only the 1. Looking pretty good for Data Xemnas, honestly. You'll get 3 checks here from Xemnas 1. Zach doing a smart despawn strat right here. So the enemies don't shoot him as he's going up. Now getting his Genie. He's got a full set of summons. Now both going into Xemnas 1. Taking off Berserk Charge for Trinity Limit. As Matt brought up, Trinity Limit really, really good here for Xemnas 1. Potentially we could see VG once again bait out a auto limit usage here. Since his strength is actually his strength, believe it or not, right now. In stats, seen a lot of these where the strength has been pretty bad. The magic's been definitely the carrier. But this seed, you apparently got to go pretty high before your magic does anything. Yeah, I had to kind of do a panic limit for him right there. Yeah. I'd be able to actually get him pretty deep with this.
Yeah, you'll get him pretty low. Ooh, yeah. He's going to go for a building. Yeah, he's going to go for it here. So, yeah, this into hopefully a tiny bit of a combo into a Trinity limit should get him. VG, don't forget the Trinity. Oh, okay, he's going for this way. Yeah, this is fine. You can just do this. Nice.
Nice.
Didn't even have to use it.
With the double of Reflera and Valor sitting right there. So, currently, chat, it's still kind of 2 reflects were locked here. That does knock out Data Xemnas. Reflect, Valor form, put them both on the board. Puts VG at 26 important checks. 1 proof.
VG may go STT here. Yeah? No?
Oh,
okay.
Almost Disney going Castle. To Disney Castle. I know. Just enough to bait us. Yeah. Also going to go for some form leveling. Forms are unhinted, but on these EXP curves, you actually level them up pretty quickly.
Yeah, and then like the later forms as well, there can be some like really nice abilities on there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done so many seeds where we looked at the spoiler log afterwards, and just every level 7 form has something really good.
Yeah, the number of times I've found like a negative combo on like a level 7 form is ridiculous.
Right. Can get Valor and Wisdom both here to level 5 if he desires. Wisdom may already... I know it's at least 4 for him. Oh, I guess it couldn't be 5 because he just got Valor. Yeah, so that makes sense. And he's got so much drive, he could just revert out into a Wisdom form if he wanted right there.
Yeah. Is he leaving? STT? No. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, he wants to get Wisdom topped off as well. Should be a real quick level 5 pop right here. Yeah, still not much of anything on drives, but again, we're looking at those early checks on it. And just like everything else, talking about chat with all the worlds and everything.
Yeah, now we can see what's in TR. If there's a magnet here, Zach would probably allow another side because he'd have had magnet explosion if he just went here.
Yeah, Zach was trying to go for some building skips right there. Wasn't quite able to put it together, so he's going to have to eat this RC again. VG, I would definitely say, has the advantage right now. Has already done Halloween Town, has that proof. Biggest thing that Zach can hang his hat on is that he's got that torn page from the end of Simulated Twilight Town. And if Starry Hill potentially has that proof, obviously that would be a long trek for VG. Although probably a faster one overall for him. Just a little bit stronger right now, obviously.
Yeah, it can also be like a huge mental thing, right? Like STT just constantly looming over your head like, oh man, it's a blue 3. It could just be there.
Right.
There could just be 2 proofs there. And you're just there like constantly thinking, man. And then, you know, some runners just completely just void it from their brains. And they're just like, yep, I'm never going there. Ooh, is Zach going for Demix? Let's go.
Yo, all right, Zach pushing even deeper. These were kind of, honestly, this was the play that was sticking out to me on the board. Was definitely that 6 still in Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, I think VG's just waiting for magnets because that will speed up your Final Fantasy fights a ton. But don't know. Not final. Wisdom Fire is pretty good anyway for Final Fantasy fights.
Yeah, and the advantage for Zach, in a way, the way this is routing out, is that he has not leveled Wisdom. He just got Wisdom. So he'll be able to get that to probably like level 4 or so while he's here. Probably won't have enough drive in order to get it all the way up because it's still stuck at a relatively low level. But VG going through here has not seen either of the important checks in Disney Castle yet.
Oh no.
Yeah, if he wants it, he's got to do Windows.
Yeah, from my experience, it usually means that something's on Marluxia and Tariff. Like, there hasn't been any checks by now in DC.
So yeah, interesting. He committed to that and said, I'm leaving. Now he's going to be following into Hollow Bastion, where Zach just got his 10th report of the seed, report 4, telling you that LOD once again, for the second time in these semifinals, is a 6.
This is actually really important now because... So, VG right now has the tools to do Final Form Wisdom Form skip for Throne Room. And I don't know if Zach knows how to do that.
Yeah, neither of them even having access to Auto Master at this point. And you see LOD at a 6, you're thinking at least 3 things are going to be in Throne Room. Could potentially get a bunch here early on.
If Master Form is in Land of Dragons, though, that'd be really good for Zach.
Unless it's in Throne Room.
Oh yeah, unless it's in Throne Room, that would be that'd be awful. Similar to that, like when some runners find Master Form in core nowadays, and you're like, oh, really? Yeah, VG finding that report.
Oh, also to note, Duck Flare was on Demix. I didn't see that because I was looking at the report. Yeah, Duck Flare, obviously an extremely good combat tool. Now, if you're VG, are you turning
He's 180.
around? Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, doesn't do the 180. Goes for the FF fights. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, there is still 3 here. So even though you've got 5 over there, you don't have Master Form. Like you said, he knows about the Wisdom Form variation. That can get him up there. Yeah, guys, we're about 90 minutes into our second semifinal match. The winner of this will be taking on Jared Weekstrike tomorrow in the finals of our Kingdom Hearts 2 Randomizer Hard Logic Tournament Invitational that I'm hosting. Joined on commentary here by Matthias on Twitch. Make sure to give him a follow. Doing a lot of work on Kingdom Hearts 2 Randomizer. You doing anything with Vanilla KH2 as well?
I actually was planning on learning the crit any percent run.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, be my first time doing a speed run, so that'll be interesting. But you know, I think Rando's prepped me pretty well, so I should be able to like. Oh, proof
of connection only on mission 3 right here. So we as a team chat, we know where 2 of the proofs are, but both of them only have 1. Zach might, okay, he's maybe looking for, another early report. That being his 11th right there, should be report 2, telling him OC is a 1, OC is done. OC don't got to worry about it, cutting off that road right now. This just got very interesting, chat. Now, if you're VG, you're still definitely ahead. You're going to be checking this stuff out, and there's no way you're not going directly over to LOD after this. So that's debatably a good or a bad thing for Zach. But I think right now he needs this other proof to be in I wouldn't say a bad spot, but maybe an awkward spot. Probably torn page locked in STT, or in 100 Acre Wood, rather. Another fire. 2 fires and an aerial spiral. 4 VG and understandably no magnets, bailing out, leaving the 1 left in Hollow Bastion. Yeah, VG will be getting his second proof soon. And once he gets this proof of connection, is he just following down the yellow brick road?
Yeah, I imagine he just keeps going straight through LOD. Does the throne room skip, which is very likely to have the last few things that are in LOD.
Yeah, immediately going straight to that report too. He likes that variation on this. Early on. Again, just telling him that OC is done.
Oh no. Zach stopping early. Yeah, he doesn't know. I don't think he knows how to do the... Oh no, maybe. Maybe just getting his drive back early. And then he can do the skip. I really hope he knows how to... Oh no. Okay, this is okay.
He's got to do this anyways. We obviously know that. At this point... I debate that is potentially a good thing for Zach that he's not doing it. He probably needs to hope the proof of peace is not in throne room. That's actually realistically what he's hoping for. Not knowing the race, but us sitting here knowing it. That VG's right behind him and he would have the time advantage on him.
Yeah, a Starry Hill proof right now for Zach would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the proof for VG. Gonna keep going.
Yeah, the fact that he already got the proof here, there's no, like, metagaming you can do around, like, oh, I've only got 1 proof left. Like, you're here. You had to go here in order to finish the seed, so you just got to commit and go all the way through and hopefully get into throne room. And if you're a VG fan wanting to see that early, seeing that proof of peace in throne room, yeah. It's so nice having 9 drive. You can just be like, I'll just revert. We're good. Whatever's the optimal thing.
Yeah, Zach getting his Val levels up here on the Prison Keeper.
No important checks here on the mountain trail. Now, it did look like Zach actually bailed out. Did he do the cave fight or get the 2 checks on the ridge? I actually don't remember.
He got the 2 chests in the cave, but he didn't do the cave fight.
Wow. Yeah, not even going through that fight, mate. Maybe Zach's hedging his bet that, like, there can't be a second proof here, right? And he'll get the second proof and he'll feel paid out from that. Also, I like the village area map just being right there in the cave. It's probably 1 check moved over from its vanilla location. All right, well, this one's pretty straightforward. If the rest of LOD has the proof of peace, this is going to be a W for VG to go see Jared tomorrow. Zach definitely needs it somewhere else.
Spike, if you know, what is VG's vertical movement looking like? Is it like his high jump and his aero dodge?
I know he at least found 2 high jumps. Here, let me look up what I'm about to say. Does he just have it here on his tracker? He does not. Oh, no, he does. He does. He's got level 2 high jump with level 2 aerial dodge.
Okay. I think he'll try and utilize final form then at the start of the throne room skip to get enough height, and hopefully he can get over. I don't know if he has any drive recoveries. I can't remember. But if he does, he can for sure do it.
Yeah, it definitely has at least a high drive recovery early on in the seed that I noted.
Okay.
But
yeah, he can easily get over the wall then. It will take like all of his 9 drive though, probably. Just because his aero dodge 2 is... It's really hard with the wisdom form skip with aero dodge 2 because you hardly gain any height. And you have to be like perfect on your reverts and aero dodges.
VG doing all he can to make auto limit work here in this seed. This is another great place for it. And a fire boost on limit level 4. Also worth noting, yeah, probably a lot of people noticed in chat, we got dueling blizzards here. It's actually Zach's first blizzard over in Halloween Town. But yeah, Blizzaga for VG sitting there on the ridge. So only 2 left now for him. Players able to find that that money pouch early on. I believe VG's actually found both. So they can just start chucking them like candy. Ooh, Zach getting a...
yeah, that was definitely an accident.
Yeah, solo Trinity right there. Definitely not the preferred way to take these kids out. In conjunction with Magnet, it's actually really powerful with group Trinity. But yeah, solo Trinity, definitely... like Matt's saying, a little bit of an accident. Yeah, gonna be an unfortunate death. Lose him another 30, 40 seconds. Now we'll make sure he's got dance call prepped.
He's going for the auto master strats, I think, instead. I was hoping he'd show off the wisdom form skip, but like auto wisdom makes sense. I mean, not auto wisdom, auto master makes sense for sure. It's definitely safer.
Will take him a little bit of time to build it up. Sitting there at 27 defense. This is obviously a early game set of fights you got right here. Now, if you're Zach, where the heck are you going after you get this proof? Are you doing the same thing? Are you bailing after Vexen? Or are you bailing after present collection right here?
It's difficult. He may go TR. He hasn't gone TR yet, has he?
He is not. There's the blue 2 right there. Now, important to also note, chat, if you're sitting there like rooting for Zach that page is going to pay out, you need the proof of peace and none of the other 3 torn pages to be in this throne room.
Oh, is VG going to utilize auto master and wisdom form? Maybe that makes sense.
Yeah, as you can see. Takes a little while to get into that crit health at this point.
Oh, it's a nightmare when those boxes steal the presents from you.
So that is going to be his proof of non-existence right there.
Where will that go?
Where will Zach go? Yeah, he's gonna commit to. We know, chat, that obviously Vexen has got the last important check here, which is a torn page for him. Ooh, I looked over Mulan. So one thing I have made sure for a long time now, when I land in Bamboo Grove, I take all of Mulan's ethers and potions for this exact reason. Because, yeah, this is a time loss for sure. Ooh, Zach's saying, yeah, I'm good. I can understand doing at least that next check. Ooh, maybe he's not doing it. I think based off of today, yeah.
Based off today, he's like, probably best to save before the experiment.
All right, chat. Big intense moment right here. Looking for proof number 3.
Oh, okay, it's fine. It's fine.
VG, okay.
It's fine. I think he can still do it. It's a bit close though. Wisdom form, nice. Fire. Yeah, reflect. Hopefully drive recovery. Yeah, he's fine. He can do this, I think. Wisdom form, fire, reflect, revert, jump. Yep.
Oh,
he's got 2. He's fine. He's fine. This is it. He's over.
Wow, beautiful stuff. Used up all 9 of those drive, plus that high drive recovery to make it work. Beautiful save off of the fall. We got a cure. There's only one thing left here. And a reflect.
Ooh.
Okay, if you are rooting for Zach. Ooh, unfortunately, him bouncing off of the experiment right there.
VG may go STT now. He may bite the bullet. It's time.
Man. Go into Space Paranoid's unhinted. I think he wants a level grind. This is purely the level grind right now. He's got Stitch. He's got Explosion.
Okay, never mind. VG has sacked STT. He'd rather go for the 2 in Disney Castle.
Wow. Things are very up in the air, chat. Zach's setting the room right there. Needs to get under half health. Should be pretty quick. He's still relatively low level. Yeah, absolutely anybody's race. Blizzard, Cure, and a Reflect in LOD. Some good stuff there, but nothing you necessarily need to finish the seed. But I say, I think Thunders and Explosion's going to be his way of getting through all this.
But yeah, just the thing about that Throne Room script with Wisdom Form, the best magics to use are Blizzard and Fire, because they keep you up in the air the longest. Thunder is the worst, and you can't do it with Magnet or Cure. It is impossible. You just drop straight to the ground and you'll be sad.
Yeah, the problem with this, he does have Blizzard. What are Zach's magic stat? Let me see right here.
What about Cure? Not very good.
Yeah, 25. It's been a bit of an awkward SP grind. He's trying to make it work. Chain Thunder into an Explosion as the next set of enemies spawns in.
Yeah, I think VG just loves to leave SP like grinding until he just gets like a magnet at least.
Right.
He will hold off SP grinding for the entire seed until he hits magnet.
And it's all day between both seeds. We have still not found a magnet. Unbelievable. All right, Zach, hopefully he doesn't lose track of his time. He's got 9 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, unfortunately, was not a great level grind for him. Yeah, looking at his stats, yeah, only buffed him up to level 29. He only maybe got like 5 or 6 levels out of that. I can understand trying to get that quick burst. I think potentially Blizzard could have been, even at the baby level it's at, potentially could have been a little better just so it didn't launch the enemies in the air, but hard to know. Got another accessory slot. That would have been nice right beforehand. I'll give him a little bit of a boost to his stats. VG going through all the phases of Pete right here, but as Met brought it up, and it is truly the truth, it's on Marluxia or Terra. 100% guaranteed, no questions asked.
It's always happened.
Yep, there's 2 more not important checks. And it'll be 1 on each of them, without a doubt. Not that, yep, there's a Remembrance Crystal, and there's a Frost. Yep, every time. Doesn't matter, chat, guaranteed.
I could hear VG sigh from here.
He knew, dude. Now, once again, with his stats, I don't believe he has double negative combo or anything. I think this is just going to be a straight-up fight with Marluxia.
Yeah. He can do it for sure. He's got Reflera, and he's got Fires as well, so that he can catch him when he does his like thing in the ground in the middle. So he's fine. Oh, he's got a good magic stat, I think. Yeah, he's fine.
Baiting us all the way to Terra, not even giving us one of them.
Yeah, this is really clever from VG, going into final form early, because he's like below the floor. He'll get enough drive naturally just from hitting Marluxia. Like after this, he'll probably get another final form go like pretty soon.
Yeah, already sitting there with that 9 drive. Nice dodge roll right there for the timing. Catch him with the fire in the center with the pools. Got to make sure you don't get him below about 6 bars of health. That's when he starts DM phasing. Looks like he's around 7 or 8 bars right now. Got his 5 drive back. And he does have access to Duck Flare to also chain that afterwards. If he did wait on the final form from earlier because he has 9 drive, could have gone final into limit form into Duck Flare potentially.
Yeah.
For like a hyper extension. We'll see. Again, the magic stat is a little low. Yeah, he's popping into it now. Starting it down to 5 bars. Can he keep it going all the way? 4 bars. Yeah, gonna run out here with about 3 bars left on it. Fire to get the stun. Not gonna actually mess with Duck Flare right now.
Yeah, I think he's just going to take the DM. That's fair.
Does also have Aerial Spiral to go with that Flare Force from Crystal Fissure pre-1K. Maybe didn't notice that he has, because this would be prime Duck Flare real estate. I think he might have not noticed. Maybe saw the report.
Yeah.
Telling you about LOD and bailed out.
Oh, caught him. Nice.
Nice.
But I think he's going to get, yeah,
he's going to need about 2 more DMs. That's one thing about Marluxia. If you can come back when you're really strong, you genuinely save a lot of time in this fight.
Yeah, you do.
Might be able to get him here, though. Nice. Not a bad Marluxia whatsoever, especially with that those lower stats.
Oh, there's a
magnet, and there's 1 on each of them.
Yeah. Yep. Is he going?
He's going.
He's given up. He's like, yep, I'm not doing Terra. He'll find his page here, though, at least.
He will get another torn page. To note, Zach beat the experiment, did not get up to Vexen. Rather, he's prepped up to Vexen. He wants more stats. Just kind of hit that point where the stats have been bad, wants them to be a little higher. So starting to get up to a similar level to where VG's at. May also push this. Again, Data Axle still on the table with an important check.
If 100 Acre would, like, if Kangaskhan House ends up not having anything after this play for VG, I wonder what he does.
Yeah, looking at the board for him, he knows he's got 1 left in Hollow Bastion. That's probably, honestly, pretty low priority. He's got
probably PR.
He's got Blizzaga, and Data Axle has a check.
Yeah, true.
Port Royal's got 2 more in it. It's in a yellow position. with 2 reports left on the board.
Yeah, Data Axle is one of the like easier datas you can do because he's quite cheesable.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you have your Blizzard loop strats, right? But you can always just go for the super safe, like constantly hitting his RV and then just doing the RC over and over again.
Yep.
That's always super safe.
Zach switching back to 60 FPS right there. Was on 30, so he could make sure that the Samurai's combo would put him into crit health, but not actually kill him.
Oh, that's why that works. Right, because I usually play on 30 FPS, and when I was racing with Salad once, like, he kept dying to the Samurais, and I wouldn't.
Oh, yep.
And he was wondering, like, how?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possible to just get naturally knocked out of it on 60 FPS, but it's pretty inconsistent. You need, like, good spacing with it. It's bizarre. Yeah, 30 FPS makes it, 100% consistent.
Ah, okay.
Teaching you the strats while we were in the call, right?
Yeah.
Good, yeah. Chat, so many possibilities for where this last proof could be right now. Yeah, we still know there's 3 more in 100 Acre Wood. Intel as a chat we have 1 in Hollow Bastion, 1 on Data Axle, 1 on Terra, 2 in Port Royal, 3 Kanga's House Plus in 100 Acre Wood.
Yeah. Depending on how Zach's feeling, he may actually just do Data Axle and then just do like the explosion loop with the RC. He may just do that if he feels like he's a bit behind and stuff because of his deaths on like experiment. He may do it.
Yeah, it's only a baby blizzard right now, but that actually doesn't. I find it doesn't make a massive difference.
Yeah.
The joys of no magnet in boss fights. And obviously no access to your summons, since you're only rocking Axle right now for party members. Looks like VG, unfortunately, going to eat a second loop of the RCs right there. If you know you're not going to be able to make it, you are supposed to just kind of sandbag your damage right there just a little bit.
Yeah, at least we get to see the swag kill. So
yeah. Dude's going to break his neck. There's that Blizzara. Blizzara for... Oh, that's right. One of the Blizzards was there. So if he does do Data Axle, he would at least have Blizzara. The last one being deeper on the ridge, rather. It's actually a pretty easy blizzard to get.
Yeah, is Zach going to do Vexen? He's got Duck... Oh, does Zach have Duck Flare? Can't remember.
Yeah, both of them got it from Axel, so if
right.
If they remembered to put it on, they've got it. Again, I can understand because I actually missed it the first time because I saw that report for the LOD6 and I was like, well, okay.
Yeah. Nice, breaking the shield and getting the anti-sword down as well.
Yeah, their stats with only baby fire. Yeah, okay, we're done.
Nice.
Explosion, so that does mean he's gonna have to break his shield a second time.
Yeah, but he does get enough drive. Ooh, that's unlucky.
Yeah, I would say the route for Zach here should be into final form, fire pop him until you get to wisdom fire, and then you kind of gotta feel it out. I believe he retaliates at 21 fires right there. Then go for the duck flare afterwards. It's hard. We're used to Vexen being pretty easy, but when your stats aren't that high, and you've only got that baby fire, it definitely can be a slower process. Of course, here he'll be able to get him a little bit lower. Okay, that should get him.
Yeah, he should get him here. This should be fine. Nice.
Nice. Nicely done. All right, so we should be seeing a Kanga's house push right here. Zach knows that's in his back pocket. He did that early STT. That got him a page. All right, will the third of the important checks be here at Kanga's? They're pretty much always going to be in Spooky Cave. Ooh, final form. Actual final form. That's another high jump right there. And an energy stone. All right, that leaves only 2 left. 100 Acre Wood's starting to smell like bait. Yeah, I kind of have this mindset with Hollow Bastion. I think because there's only 1 left, I think it was correct that VG bailed there. But if I have more than 1 locked there, and I don't even have, like, a magnet, and their magic stats kind of bad, I'm like, I'm probably never going to have that, like, beautiful setup to Magnera or Magnega away all of the enemies in 1K. So if you want it, you kind of just got to go through it. And it's still probably faster than a Terra fight or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, Zach, he's going. Sorry, I cut you off, Matt.
No, it's cool. They do have Peter Pan for Terra.
Yes.
So he's not unbeatable. Or like he's this massive wall that you're going to be terrified for. But yeah, VG picking it up there.
Yeah, they do have a number of different tools. If you're Zach, you've got Explosion, which is really, really good for Terra. Got a couple of combo pluses. Other than that, you got Peter Pan. He does not have Aerial Spiral. VG does, though. So let's move Stitch and Peter Pan up there. So VG already seeing 2 of the 3 potential. If he was going to bail, he would have already gone to the quiet place back there. Zach going to be our first one pushing Data Axle.
Let's go. Is this our first data?
This?
Oh, no, but I did data Roxas now that I think about it.
Oh, yeah. Of the tournament now. We've seen a couple of Data Psyxes. We've seen Data Roxas. Definitely the first one of this seed and the first time we're seeing Data Axle. Getting that good timing there. Yeah, trying to go for the RC loop like Matt was talking about. Do you want to explain a little bit about how this works?
Yeah, so he's basically just constantly hitting his RV, and then what will happen is Axel will just try and retaliate. He'll jump into the wall and he'll try and like attack you, but you can just RC him and then keep going over and over again, as you can see with Zach here.
Yeah, Zach doing the little bit faster method than I've done a lot of the times where I go all the way through the RC, because if you're not in the middle of the arena, a lot of times you just straight up can't use that RC.
Yeah. I find it's way more reliable to be in the middle of the circle.
Yeah, so you see him stepping in a little bit, then hitting him with the Blizzard. He has a lot of recovery frames off of that explosion. And he's got one more Blizzard in him. Okay, yeah, he's actually just going to let him land right there.
Yeah.
So VG also getting his explosion right there, giving him more options to utilize. And he'll be getting his own Torn Pages here, which will also be the useless token of the actual final form. We're fighting, boy, the difference in the health bars of these axles right now, my God.
Yeah, it's quite staggering. Yeah, VG getting his Torn Pages just there.
Mm-hmm. In STT. Obviously, the 4th set of Torn Pages, that's the big one. Gets you into Spooky Cave. Tons and tons of checks. Zach sucks, man. Getting lapped here on the Axel fight. What's he doing? VG could beat him 4 times in the time it's taken him.
Yeah.
Obviously, VG will benefit a little bit from having Blizzaga if he were to push this fight. Although at this point...
On that note, though...
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to do with full RC here, because you can't kill Axel while the floor is lava. Yeah, there we go. First try Data Axel. Let's go, Zach.
Let's go. Well done by Zach, the robot. Did he make the correct call? Is this the proof of peace? You can't skip the cutscene.
Oh, pages.
That's
huge.
Oh, that's huge. That is absolutely humongous. Oh my gosh.
Instantly into Hollow Bastion. If the proof is here, it's massive.
Yeah. This is the W for Zach the Robot. If it's in Spooky Cave right here, 2 important checks left.
Yeah, he's just checking the chest. He's not even going to do the game. He's just going to go straight, check all the chests. Ooh, guard break.
That's where guard break is. It's actually really good right now with their stat. And a combo boost to go with it. The proof,
my
it's
God.
over. Zach's going to the finals.
No way.
Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me?
Yo, I'm telling you, Zach actually has a metal detector. He stole it from Salad.
Unbelievable. Our 3rd poo pog of the tournament, chat. Yeah, Derpy, it's the one you're not on comms for.
Wow.
Data Axel and Axel 2 locking 2 torn pages with Vexen to get into the Spooky Cave. Along with Luxord, 4 boss fights locked those 4 torn pages.
Yeah. You had to do all of STT without limit form. You had to do Data Axel. You had to do Vexen. And you had to do Luxord. You had to go up to Luxord in the
Yep,
levels.
Luxord had the torn page. And I was like, it's unironically 4 organization member boss fights give you the torn pages.
Yeah, and VG sadly went to Port Royal, opting not for the Data Axel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's yellow, but there's still 2 reports out there. Understandable. Yeah, I can see that, Jay. Just saying, hey, I don't even care about the yellow. These might just be other torn pages. Yeah, as soon as you see that 100-acre wood as a 5, you're like telling yourself, okay, I'm not so much looking for proofs as I am looking for torn pages.
Yeah, your mind immediately just goes, yep, I'm in Yeet the Bear mode now.
Yep. 3 days it's been not yeeting the bear, but it's been going to Spooky Cave. It's always been a chest in here, I want to say, for all of them. 2 days in a row, Zach is finishing on that proof being in Spooky Cave. Unbelievable.
Yeah, using Chicken Little explosion here, super effective. Gonna like tear through these engine core fights.
Yeah, for him, he doesn't have a magnet still. And even just 1 magnet's not really gonna do the trick. Yeah, looking at Zach's stats here for the end, his strength is barely over getting scaled at 34, while his magic is definitely getting scaled. Yeah, unfortunately, with the Berserker in that Berserk tiny state, Chicken Little not going to be able to drag him in. Yeah, Explosion, such a good tool here, in combination with Chicken Little to finish it off.
Ooh, nice RC grab there.
Yeah, that was a good call on his part. Yeah, and I like him. Yeah, he's staying back just a little bit. Now he's going to have to watch out. Potentially could use either Duck Flare or Session right here. Yeah, just going to back up.
Oh, yep, goes into the final form.
Yeah,
Going to glide into it. Yeah.
Yeah, that is probably your best DPS in this situation. Probably going to use some Final Form Fires and a Reflect or two right here to do a ton of damage. Yeah, electing for the Session. I wouldn't be surprised if he thought he had Duck Flare, or like, he knows he had Duck Flare. He obviously used it for Vexen, but maybe he was just hadn't actually moved Donald into the party yet.
I was going to say, he may just have Goofy out instead by accident.
Yeah, I'm just going to finish him off a Session here, yeah. A little bit slower, obviously, than having the Duck Flare damage, but played it pretty well. Played it safe, got out of there. Happy 2-hour mark. Zach should be finishing up here within the next few minutes. Be nice if VG at least was able to find maybe the last torn page happens to be here. We do know there's 2 more in Port Royal, and obviously all of the torn pages would have to be hinted. Really unfortunate for VG that there wasn't even another torn page in that entire throne room. Just right now, sometimes like you get randoed, and yeah, all the plays that VG made just didn't quite work out. I would say he had a pretty solid advantage in this race, and just sometimes you just can't find the proofs. But Zach, I think a lot of good anti-meta plays on VG. Obviously, one of the best players in the world.
Yeah.
Zach doing a really good job of reflecting off of these shields right here. Got to get him to that second HP gate. That should do it. Yeah, put him at the 1.5 bars.
For sure what Aelio said. Zach is a lot stronger when the seed is bigger and like and a puzzle. Like, he is definitely one of the best routers. Like, he's so good at routing.
Yeah, I think he's one of the smartest rando players in the game, and that can go a long way.
Oh, the bonks. Man, we've seen that like every race.
Yeah, that is the #1 reason I put on Slapshot, is right there. A lot of times if I don't have Slapshot, I'll like slide dash or flash step into like a thunder or a blizzard, then explosion. Simply for that reason.
Yeah, is that popping the ethers beforehand so he doesn't have to death abuse? Nice.
Nice. Yeah, should have basically full MP, definitely enough to get through the Vine Dance here. Can VG find either of these important checks? Poro looks like put him deep. Got Aerial Dive, really good combo modifier. Found a Thunder here. That's Thundaga. Final fight for Zach to try to lock this one up and head to the finals tomorrow. He's got a lot of damage he still needs to do, actually. Again, we're used to, like, having big old stats.
Yeah, usually by the end of, like, a hard logic seed, you've probably leveled up by the time you reach Final Zenith because you get your like, 3 proofs by the 2-hour mark.
Right.
But it's just unfortunate how the stats have been this seed.
Yeah, even Zach, who leveled up a little bit, like, level 38, I'm looking over at him, 32 strength, 32 magic. Potentially move an accessory around here and there, but yeah, that's pretty poor. Defense is almost as high. Must have been a ton of AP increases. Nice dodge roll there from Zach. He starts going into his lasers phase at about the 4 bar mark. Nice job actually getting the reflect there off the vines. That's not easy to do.
Yeah, I like to walk back a bit, dodge roll into the reaction command, because you can get enough iframes from the dodge roll and the RC that you don't get hit.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, just
I like
going into
that.
laser
I have to steal that. Yeah, so as you can see, still going to be a fair amount of health on Xemnas right here.
Yeah, he's fine. He's got 2 elixirs and a mega elixir. He can just do 2 ends, and he's probably going to be in a dome skip range. He just needs to hit them.
And if you're Zach right now, you're freaking out a little bit. Because again, for us sitting here, chat, obviously we know, okay, he's got the big lead. He should be good to go. But for Zach, he's like, I can't let dome happen.
Yeah.
That could absolutely be the race right now. These proofs were a little awkward, but not that awkward.
If he hits the Soul's End, I'm pretty sure he's got it.
Now, see if he delayed it long enough. It looks like, nah, I'm not seeing a lock on right there. All that's missing.
Yeah. It's unlucky.
Yeah, not going to quite get that reflect to carry up to him.
Okay, he can do it. He just needs to cancel the session halfway through.
Yep. Yeah, pop
Oh, no, he's fine,
another
actually.
elixir.
He can play the safe. Actually. He can just always end here and then triple reflect into a session, and he'll catch him. He's fine. He's playing it really safe here, really clever.
Yeah, right. Triple.
1, 2, 3. Boom.
And GG. Zach absolutely sweating bullets right now. Taking the W in the semifinals, just over 2 hours. 3rd seed out of 6 seeds in the tournament, chat. We got a proof in Spooky Cave for the victory. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm really happy because Zach made it to finals. He's been practicing these settings a lot.
Yep.
So, super deserves it.
Huge sigh of relief. Because again, for us, chat, we're sitting there like, oh, he's got a big lead. To him, he has no idea that missing a dome skip or just having a slow final Xemnas could absolutely cost it for you. Stats were not there, but Zach was able to bring the strats and take down Xemnas, moving into the finals tomorrow against Jared Weak Strike. At what time? I don't know. I'll talk to them. I'll see when they want to do it. Matt, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing more of your KH2 randos and maybe some KH2 crit speedruns as well. Where can people follow you? You should post that in the chat.
Okay, that's my Twitch channel. Really quickly. But yeah, thanks for having me, Spike.
Yeah.
Really grateful.
Yeah, what'd you think of the race? Did you have a good time?
Oh yeah, it was awesome. An amazing race. Like the 100-acre wood proof again. Like, bruh.
Off of Data Axle, Luxor.
Yeah.
We didn't have a page for a long time.
You must boss fight in order to get the proof of peace check 4 times.
Unbelievable.
Zach has never won No, he has. He's won the co-op tournament with Alias. He is the co-op champion, I believe.
He hasn't won a solo tournament.
Yeah,
okay.
He hasn't won a solo tournament, but he has won a tournament.
Well, he is going for the Tourney victory tomorrow in the KH2 Randomizer Hard Logic Tournament Invitational that I've been hosting. This has been a lot of fun, chat. I hope you've enjoyed the first 2 days. I've had an absolute blast. It's been amazing seeing these runners plot all these strats, all this fun routing and everything, and sometimes having to do some goofy stuff to get to where those proofs are and get through final Xemnas. Chat, I am going to cut it there. If you're watching over on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have been enjoying these uploads, and we'll see you for the finals of the KH2 Randomizer Hard Logic Tournament later. See you, YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, and come on, follow us in the chat. It'll be great. See you, gamers.